Well, welcome everyone. Hawaii Sports Radio Network, a special, non-wake up in the den, after hours in the den portion of the show. Ku'ulei Agbayani, Paul Brecht, and joined by none other than Juan Munoz from the University of Hawaii Rainbow Warrior basketball team. And joining us after just getting the exciting news that you've been officially granted the waiver from the NCAA, making you eligible to play this upcoming season. We are stoked, but I can't imagine. First of all, thank you for joining us and making the time.
Thank you guys for having me.
So, what was your reaction, and how are you feeling right now, just knowing that you can look forward to playing this upcoming season?
I haven't really stopped smiling since yesterday. So we were in the middle of a workout, and I just see Lawrence Lamb, our athletic trainer, run into the gym, and he was smiling from head to toe, and I was like, all right, I think I got the feeling of why he's smiling so hard. And so ever since then, it's just been smiling, just been great vibes, and honestly just looking forward to playing for the University of Hawaii and this special crowd and the special people around the university. So.
And tell us a little bit about just the process, because you submitted the application for the waiver a while ago, and it was taking some time. I know a lot of us were kind of getting nervous that we didn't hear anything by now. So just tell everyone a little bit about what that process is like and what you had to go through to even attempt to get this waiver.
So at first, I wasn't even going to try to get the waiver. I was just going to move on and try to just, get a 9-to-5 job, just go corporate life. But as the season went on, it was just basketball was just something that was missing a part of my life, and just seeing all my teammates, my brothers go out there and play, and I was on the sidelines. It just part of my soul was missing, and I felt like that was something that I needed to fix myself, was just give myself one more chance to get back on the court. So towards the end of the year, just had a conversation with Coach Gannett and the rest of the staff, and they said they would welcome me back with open arms. So we just went out and filled the waiver and sent it out to NCAA, and we did wait a little bit, but came back with results that we wanted. So I'm happy for that, and just can't wait to get back to work. So.
And how are you feeling right now? How has the rehab process been going for your Achilles, and are you 100% or close to it? How has that been going?
So it's been a little different process from my knee injuries. So just been watching a lot of YouTube videos. Klay Thompson, somebody I've been watching a lot too, because he's kind of been through the similar process where he hurt his knee and then Achilles, so kind of along those lines. But it's been good. It's been around 8 months, and I'm running, jumping, just cutting, doing all these things. I wouldn't say I'm 100% yet, but I'm getting close to it. I'm out there working out with the guys and doing all that stuff. So I'm just taking it day by day and letting my body heal, and just doing all this strength and conditioning part too to help my body heal and be healthy for the year.
Yeah, I remember kind of towards the ending of last season, we saw you walking around without the scooter or anything, thinking whoa, what's going on, Juan? You're just really pushing your body there. But good to know that you're feeling okay. So we're on track to be 100% by the time the season comes.
Hopefully soon. We'll see how it goes for this little summer session that we have for the next 2 months. I know Tanner and Lawrence are going to do a great job with me, so I just can't wait to Tanner Holds, our strength condition coach, by the way, but they're just going to do a great job with me for the summer, and hopefully I can progress and get to 100%. So.
Now, I know it's something we don't want to relive, but we do need to kind of go back a little bit on what that night was like. You got injured during the exhibition game against the University of Hawaii Hilo. I mentioned this on the show and talked to you before we started recording, because I was there courtside watching the game, and there was a steal, it was a transition, so we didn't even really notice that you went down and you got subbed out. But I mean, tell us just about what was going through your mind at that time, and essentially how you were able to remain calm, for lack of a better term.
First, just that whole day, I was just so excited that whole day. Finally getting to put on a UH jersey and play in front of the crowd, because the crowd and the fans are amazing. For the people that haven't been to a UH basketball game, just seeing the crowd there is just something that is special. You can't really put into words. So finally checking in and, kind of playing well to start my UH career out. And then to go down with that injury, it was tough. So I remember the play, Noel got a steal, shot a transition three, and I was backpedaling, and I just heard something pop. So then when I heard that, I thought it was something in the arena. So when I was on the floor, I was looking around and everyone was still cheering. So I was like, I kind of knew what it was. And so I didn't really want anybody to figure out what was going on with me. So I tried my best just to get up and just to walk off. So me and coach were just calling timeout. We walked back to the athletic training room. And when I sat down, I kind of figured what it was because I just couldn't really move my foot. And then, it was just a tough night for that, tough couple weeks. But, I had a great supporting cast around me that really kept my head above water. And I can't thank them enough for that. So.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. You have suffered multiple injuries during your career, and at the same time, all we've heard in my interactions with you during the season, like you just always still had that positive vibe. Coach Ganat has said that you've been a great addition to the team, even though it's not on the court. So, how were you able to, and I'm sure there has been some moments where it's just, it gets really sad, but like for the most part, how are you able to, keep yourself up and go through this and not like still remain positive before we got the official news that you were able to play? How were you able to just kind of overcome this past season? I'm
a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. So I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be. And this is part of my story, my journey. I'm taking a road that's less traveled, but I'm happy to be here and happy to be on this journey and hopefully give inspiration to others. I know there's other guys out there that are kind of going through the similar process of me at other universities, so I'm not really alone in this. But it definitely is a rare occasion, and it's just something that I want to use as motivation for myself, but for others as well, too.
And then now, obviously, as you get an opportunity to play, we've talked about the physical rehab, the mental rehab. As you look ahead to this season, there's a transfer that came in that you know pretty well.
Yeah.
Did having a chance to play with Justin, or now looking ahead, having a chance to play with Justin, what does that mean to you now? Because I think the last time it happened was, 2016 or so?
It was a long time ago, but it's just special. Justin's family to me. I've known him since I was in middle school. He was elementary school, somewhere around there. So it was just, it's been a long time coming. And the people around us that know us both know, how much of a family that we are. I'm close with his family. He's close to my brother, knows my mom and dad really well. So it's just a long time coming, and I really can't wait to get it started. I was telling Koo earlier, whenever we're working out and I look down the other court on the other end and I see Justin working out, I'm like, wow, it's nuts. I just really can't believe it still, but he's a great talent. He's a great addition to our team, and I really can't wait for everyone to see how special of a talent he is.
I gotta imagine it's pretty exciting. I mean, you're probably 4,500, almost 5,000 miles from where you two grew up, and then all of a sudden you get to take the court together once again. And like you've mentioned a few times in this interview, the stand is a really special place to play.
Sure.
Hawaii is a really special place to play. Have you thought at all about what it's going to mean? Because obviously you've gone through an exhibition, you got the chance to go through senior night celebration last year. Have you thought at all about what it's going to be like for that first regular season game that you finally get to step on the stand?
That's part of my motivation, honestly, is just hearing that the crowd cheer and all the other stuff that's just been part of my motivation into working out and getting 100%. It's just a special atmosphere, and a select few get to be a part of it to play for this program, and it's just something that you don't really want to take for granted. And I really just can't wait. I'm just smiling thinking about it right now, so I really can't wait for it.
Oh my gosh, we're all excited.
Yeah.
Looking at some of just the fun stuff, what have you enjoyed about your time being out here in Hawaii so far?
Just being outside, honestly, going to the different beaches, going on hikes. I think that's just something that, I'm from North Carolina, so we don't really have that, the beach and a hike right next to where you live, 5 minutes away from each direction. So it's just something that I want to take full advantage of, and it's something that I'll never get used to. So
another big thing coming up this year for the program, you guys are going out to Japan. An international trip. The program's only allowed to do it every 4 years, and just so happened now you get to play. You're going to get to go out and play in Japan. You guys have extra practices. How are you feeling about that?
I'm excited. this is my first time leaving the country, so it'll be a good thing for me to see other cultures, how interact with other people. So I think it'll be a good time, and I've heard Japan's a special place. I know you just recently went to Japan, so I just can't wait to experience it for myself. So,
have you eaten a lot of Japanese food out here?
I'm actually I love sushi. I'm a big sushi guy, so I think that's I can't wait to go out there and try all the different kinds of sushi that they have. So
you'll be happy with the quality of sushi you get there, and it's like way cheaper than here.
Nah, I can imagine.
That's the best part.
I could imagine. So I'm just ready for good food out there, honestly.
So just tell us a little bit about what Paul and I had talked about this on the show, that this will, to graduation we lost Samuta Avea and Kamaka Hepa, and now we have the grad transfers coming in, and yourself is eligible now. So this is really going to be almost like a new look Rainbow Warrior basketball team. What do you think people and fans can look forward to with having just this new look?
Yeah, so obviously the losses of Samuta and Kamaka hurt because they were kind of like the heart and soul of the team. You know, Samuta being a island boy, and this is his home, and then Kamaka this is basically his second home too. So obviously those losses hurt, but the comings of Justin and Matt is just something that this team could really use. I think we're gonna get back to shooting a lot of threes and shooting them at a high percentage, and playing just a fast-paced game, and that's something that's been stressed on so far early in our off-season workouts, and obviously not losing our defense, because that's something that we pride on, and something that we focused on a lot throughout the year. But now for the offensive part, we're playing fast, playing up tempo, and making a lot of threes, getting a lot of fast break points. So
yeah, Ku kind of took the thought train of where I was going for my next question with you. Was obviously you've still been able to spend a lot of time around the team the last couple of years, and in that time, we talked about it on the show, your basketball IQ obviously is high as a point guard as it is. I'm sure you've seen a lot of things over the past the time that you've spent just watching. What were some things that you're looking forward to most as you step onto the court, helping this team clean up as they look to get back into that Big West title contention? Obviously we've been sitting kind of near the top, but haven't been able to push over. Yeah. What's something that you're excited to help bring this team towards the top again, push them over the top?
Just my shooting is something I feel like I can really add to this team, really space the floor out, and make plays for others. I think those two things are something that can really help this team out. Javon McClanahan took a huge step last year, and I'm so proud of him. I can't even really put into words how proud of him. But he took a huge step last year, so that's great. And we'll need him to take another one this year too. So, but just for me personally, is just come in and make plays and just add my shooting part to the team as well.
By the way, I got to point out this shirt that you're wearing. Yeah. Like, I just noticed, the exact design is that head coach Timmy Chang on there.
Yeah, Timmy Chang.
That's pretty awesome. So you guys will be able to kind of see it on our YouTube, but I just had to point that out, that he's rocking the Timmy Chang shirt over here.
When you guys were walking down the hall, I was checking that out a bit. I was like, that is a sick shirt.
Yeah. I got to shout out to my guy, Timmy, man. He's a great guy. He was also telling me that if I ever needed help with the waiver too, that he could help me out as well. So he's been supportive of me throughout this journey too. So I love Timmy. He's a great guy and a great leader for the football team.
Yeah, and then you were saying that Steven told him he has to return your jersey.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to talk to Timmy soon, so see if I can get my jersey back. So.
All right. Well, just a couple more questions before we let you go. Just general questions. Being in school this long and already having your business degree, what are some of your future plans if you look towards, after basketball is over?
That's still something that I've been thinking about a lot too, is what avenue I want to take after basketball. I have my undergrad in business administration, and I have my MBA as well. So obviously I could go through that route, or I could go through the coaching route as well. That's something that I've been thinking about, just because I love being around basketball. I love sharing my knowledge to the guys, and just knowing what I know and seeing what I see is just, that's something that I'm always going to want to do in the future. And I just love training as well. So I think I have a lot to think about in this upcoming year, but we'll see. Hopefully some good things come up, and I'll find something out to do.
First things first, though, is
Yeah.
getting through this season.
Yeah, for sure.
Getting excited. I think
sure.
Paul and I, between both of us, we were stoked to talk about the news on the show. And even when I got the text message, I mean, I can only, like, the amount of, like, excitement and glee that we have, I can only imagine how you feel. Like you said to start off the interview, is that you just couldn't stop smiling.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so stoked.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So stoked for you. Paul, you got anything you want to add?
The smiles in this studio through this entire interview have not stopped, and that's important, I think, to point out, because obviously it means a lot to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that goes into this whole thing and in the culture of the team. That why they've, I mean, Coach Gannat, in a ton of different opportunities talking to the media, talked about what you do for this team off the court and what you do for the team, off the court, and I would imagine if we brought Coach Gannat in here during this interview, his smile might be the biggest out of all of us.
Yeah,
just
sure.
to bring you back,
No.
both as the player and as the leader. So really excited. Seriously, thank you so much for your time today, and really looking forward to seeing you take the court for the Bows. And
Me too.
Unfinished business from last year. I'm sure you feel there's unfinished business from the moment you got here.
For sure.
It's time to get to work.
Yes, sir.
One more question. It popped into my head that I was going to ask. Since you and Justin McKoy go way back, are there any funny stories that you can share about? I mean, you guys are friends. You're close. We got to hear a little bit about one of the newest Rainbow Warriors.
I don't know if I can share any on radio, but I'm pretty sure he has a couple about me that if you ask him, he'll tell you. So we'll see. We'll see what kind of stories he comes up with.
He might be the next victim on this show.
Yeah,
So
we'll see what kind of stories he comes. I can't tell you if it's true or false, but I don't know. We'll see what kind of stories will come up with. So.
No matter, well, if we do end up getting Justin to share some stories, we will have to get you to either confirm or deny one way or another. Give you a chance to defend yourself.
Yeah, it'll probably be 99% true. There might be that 1% where he's kind of, exaggerating the truth a little bit, but 99% of it might be true.
Right, good to know.
Who is kind of like the funniest guy on the team?
Funniest guy? That's tough. We have a lot of characters. If you guys could just see how we act in the locker room and then going into practice and then out of practice, it's like you see everyone just so determined and focused during practice. They're locked in.
As it should be.
And as soon as Coach CLs brings it in, everyone just breaks character, and it's just it's nuts. I've never seen it before, so it's actually pretty funny.
That's got to be awesome to be a part of, though.
Yeah,
just a good culture.
For sure. And I think that's something that the staff has been preaching on too, is that we've been bringing in guys that can build this culture and hopefully take it on from where the former guys have and just keep building it. So that's another thing too, is where the new guys, they fit right in. Feel like they've been here for the past couple years that I've been here too. So it's just been a great thing. So.
All right, we're excited. Well, thank you very much, Juan, for joining us and talking story. And it was so good having you. And we're looking forward to just the excitement, and we'll all keep smiling. Yes. Any maybe just last thing you want to say to the fans that are listening and who are also excited to have you back for this season?
I just want to tell them thank you. I mean, a lot of the fans have been there through my ups and downs, and so the only way I can give it back to them is to help be on the court and help this team out. So I just want to say thank you to them, and their support means more to me than they know. So.
Right on, and mahalo to you once again. Juan Munoz from the University of Hawaii men's basketball team officially granted a waiver by the NCAA and will be eligible to play this upcoming season. Looking forward to it.